So there's our CAA Football Weekly Honors for Week 10 of the season. Before we get started with Coach Gibbs here this morning, just a reminder for media members on the line, if you have questions for any of our coaches here today, just use the chat feature or the raise your hand icon. We begin this morning, as we always do, with the head coach at North Carolina A&T, Shawn Gibbs. Good morning, Coach Gibbs.
Good morning, Rob. How are you?
I'm well. I hope you are too. 38-12 setback up at Stony Brook. Game you guys fell behind big at half, but played much better in the second half. Just give me your analysis on what happened on Saturday.
Yeah, we didn't play very good in the first half. I think that Stony Brook did a good job of taking what the defense was giving them and really exploiting us on the perimeter. Quarterback was getting rid of the ball, and they were able to do some things through the air, hit a couple big plays on us. But in the second half, we did come out, played a whole lot better, held them to 7 points in the second half. We just, throughout the game, really couldn't get anything going offensively. So, back to the drawing board. We're still going to work. We got to try to find a way to keep getting better each and every week and try to find a way to win a football game.
Defensively, as you said, you played a lot better in the second half. When you're facing a back like Roland Dempster, obviously he's got to be part of the focus, and you guys did a pretty good job on him, I thought, all afternoon. But the quarterback kind of got you, as you said. Was slowing the running game maybe the focus going in?
Absolutely, and that's going to be our focus. We want to stop the run, and I do think we still gave up over 100 yards, which is not the standard, but that's the team that can run the football. Had the second leading rusher in the conference, going into the game, and I think he was 70-something yards away from 1,000 yards. And so our focus was to slow him down. And I think we did a decent job of that. He had 19 carries for 60 yards, 3.2 yards a carry. So that was something that we focused on, and we did a good job of that. But that doesn't mean that we can give up 380 yards through the air. So, we got to find a way to, to do both. And I know that's hard. You're going to give up something defensively, but we got to be able to stop the run even better than we did on Saturday, and at the same time not just give them what they want in the passing game.
We're here with North Carolina A&T head coach Shawn Gibbs. If you have a question for him this morning, just use the chat feature or the raise your hand icon. Just sticking on the defense, a big individual day from Marquise Hood. 7 tackles, 3 sacks in the game, broke up a couple of passes. Just talk about the afternoon he had and the pressure he was able to get on the quarterback.
Yeah, that's the standard that I want Hood to play at. That's the type of player I believe he can be each and every week. And he did a good job on Saturday of really getting after the quarterback. I thought he made some plays, in the passing game that, gave us a chance. So, those are my expectations from Marquise. And that's the type of player that I think he's capable of being every week.
Offensively, for the second straight week, you get the ball and put together a nice drive, 9-play drive this time. Comes up with a field goal. I know you'd rather have 7, but you go up on top 3-0. You had a nice drive right before the end of the half, but not able to get in the end zone there. Just talk about some of the offensive maybe struggles there in the first half, and what went well on the 2 drives and then kind of didn't go well in the middle.
Well, I think, we have a lot of drive killers from a penalty standpoint. We only had 7 penalties, but the majority of our penalties were drive killers, meaning on first down. Now we're starting as 1st and 15. We're playing behind the chains, or, defensively, it's 3rd down. We're about to get them stopped, and we give up a penalty that keeps the drive going. So, it's penalties, one thing that's killing us on both sides of the ball. We got to find a way to play better on first down. If you want to be good on 3rd down, and we were awful. Offensively, we were 3 of 10 on 3rd down, and I think Stony Brook was 12 of 19 on 3rd down. And that starts from being bad on first down. We're giving up too much on first down on defense, and we're not winning first down on offense. So that doesn't put you in a position to be good on 3rd down, give you 3rd manageable situation. So I think that's the main thing, is we got to be better on first down, and we got to stop killing ourselves. I've been saying that all year, but, eventually we're going to understand that and get it. And if we can stop killing ourselves, we'll give ourselves a better chance.
What went better for you in the second half? You were able to outscore them 7-6. Not that you put a ton of points up, but you moved the ball better.
Yeah, we moved the ball better, and I think Kevin played decent. It was just at the end of the game with those two back-to-back turnovers that
Mm.
really killed us. But we also you gave up some pressures and didn't give him a chance to really be comfortable in the pocket. Um, but until we can run the ball effectively, we're not going to be the type of offense that we're capable of being. Of course, we have some receivers, and I think we can throw the ball decent at times, but we got to be able to run the football. We have 41 yards rushing, and that's definitely not the standard. We're trying to be up around 200 yards a game. So we need to be over 40 in a quarter. And to have 40 for a game is unacceptable. And, hats off to Stony Brook. I think that's a well-coached football team. Coach and his staff do a really good job. They're a classy program. They had a good plan for us on both sides of the ball. But at the same time, like we got to do better. We got to find a way to establish something on the ground, give ourselves a chance.
The news last week. I wanted just to get your comment on Corian Sharp getting an invite to the Legacy Bowl. Just talk about what that means for him and what he's meant to your offensive line this season.
Man, Corian is a warrior. He's been playing banged up all year, but he doesn't miss practice. He doesn't miss games. He plays hard. He's out there dominating people. He's a really good player. So for him to get that recognition, happy for him. He's earned it. Extremely proud of him. Tim Alderman also got invite to the Legacy Bowl. So,
Right.
just like I said last week, now I'm waiting on Andrew Brown to get his.
Yeah, I don't know what else he's got to do. Two
and,
more, two
and,
more kicks
and
on.
Aaron Harris.
Yeah.
So I feel like we got two more guys that should get an invite to that game, and hopefully, the scouts will extend that invitation.
Uh, Final home game on Saturday against Monmouth, and we'll dive into Monmouth a little bit in a second. But senior day, which is kind of unique because you've talked about since the start, there was certainly a bunch of guys that decided to make the decision to stay with your program and help you in this building process. What's that senior day going to mean for you?
It means the world. Those seniors, Corian and Andrew and Aaron Harris and Ty Wayne and all the rest of the seniors have sacrificed a lot for this university, and they stayed around. And we owe them a tremendous amount. And I just want to see our guys go out and really compete their butts off for the seniors. The seniors have been playing, they've been competing. We got to get the rest of the team to compete at the level that they do. We owe them that. It would mean the world to go out and play really good on Saturday and win a football game for those seniors.
Obviously, a tough challenge in a Monmouth team that it's been nationally ranked all year long. As you've kind of taken a quick look at them, just kind of give me your opinion on what makes them so tough, especially on the offensive side.
Well, when you got the number one scoring offense, the number one total offense, the number one rushing offense, the number one passing offense, the number one red zone offense, the leading rusher in the country, a quarterback that's missed what 4 games now, and he's still ranked in the top 5 in the conference. That speaks to the type of offense that Monmouth has, and Coach has done a really good job with those guys. That running back Rodney Nelson is phenomenal, really good player. He's one of the guys that, even as an opposing coach, I really like to watch him play. I love the way he plays. His toughness is the thing that sticks out to me the most. So it's going to be a tremendous challenge. And, it's not all about the running back. They got good receivers. They got a really good offensive line. They're coached well. So, it's definitely going to be a challenge. Defensively, if you look at the stats, they're not at the top of the conference, but I'll tell you what, you pop on that film, you understand those guys get after it on defense. They create a lot of turnovers. They really play hard. They play fast. They're physical. So, we got to be ready on Saturday. We're playing the best team that we've played all year, in my opinion. So it's going to be a tremendous challenge. But these are the games that as a player and coaches that we should look forward to. Tremendous challenge, top 20 team. I don't know what they're going to be ranked now, but I would say they're probably still in the top 20, top 15 teams in the country. But what a great opportunity that we have to go out and play a program like that.
All right, Coach. Thanks so much for your time as always this morning.